Hey y'all, good day, good day, good day, good day. Hey, let's get straight to the point. You know what? What I want each and every one of you, imagine doing 28 years of time, imprisonment for something you didn't do. Imagine that. You didn't commit the crimes, but based upon having a reputation of being a notorious stick-up kid, being a bad guy, that's your crime. Despite you don't went through different trial and tribulation growing up in the street, but imagine you get sentenced to 5 life sentences for something you didn't even have nothing to do. And even as you call yourself going to trial to prove you're innocent, imagine having somebody that, testify against you that was a victim of the robbery. And guess what? He know you didn't do it, but he's not scared of you. He's scared of the other guys. So he'd rather lie on you than lie on them. So what I want y'all to do is, right, I want y'all to listen. And like I tell you right now, shout out, like I say right now, because this is coming from Gully. You know me and Gully TV or whatever, we don't see eye to eye. But once again, when shit start making sense and it's correct, you know what? Sometimes you got to give credit when credit is due. And guess what? He had this information for quite some time. And now, slowly but surely, guess what? It's coming to light. So check this out, and I'll be back.
Ask Dexter about it. Antonio Anderson, I appreciate your super chat, pimp. Not only did I ask Dexter Issac about it, I, of course, asked Haitian Jack about it, who was involved. And although I know being a Haitian Jack is a criminal gangster from the streets, he's only going to tell me what he wants me to know. Primo, I appreciate your super chat. But I'm taking in all the context clues, and the icing on the cake was when Haitian Jack called a gentleman who's deceased now by the name of John Bloody Hatcher. A lot of people, I think people went on to do content about Bloody Hatcher. He pled guilty to like 31 homicides or some shit like that. Ain't that a bitch? A lot of corruption in the Brooklyn district attorney's office back then. There was no reason why a motherfucker who killed 30 people should have ended up on the streets. But anyway, I'm listening to him, and we're talking to him. He introduced me to him. I ended up talking to him later when I got back to America. But he introduced me to him. This is before he died. He's dead too. Hatcher, he's dead. He passed away. I think I even met his son too. But Jack had Hatcher on a speakerphone, and I'm listening to these two psychopaths talk about people who lost their lives. And this dude Hatcher, man, he was bone chilling. He spoke real slow and cold. And when you heard him talk, he talked about killing gangsters and shit. The guys that he killed, I'm listening to him talk about killing gangsters. And then he told a story about following Tut home one night. I don't know whether it was him and somebody else, but they was following Tut one night, and they lost him in traffic. I don't know whether he was trying to get away. I don't know if he knew that they was behind him, but they lost him in traffic. And when he said, yeah, we lost him in traffic, he said he knew what's up. He was going to get the same thing that such and such did. I can't remember the name, but the person who they had already bodied was an associate of Tut's. So Jack, Haitian Jack, and them island niggas, Haitian Jack's crowd and Tut, those were two separate bodies of people. You got some guys from Flatbush, some island niggas, and then you got Tut and them from East New York. That's two different sections of Brooklyn. There was no affiliation in regards to the robberies. Brandon Levy, I appreciate your super chat. There was a story put out online by a detective that spread a lot of half-truths. And He told a story about Haitian Jack and Tut together robbing a drug dealer named TT. During my investigative journalism and my time speaking to Dexter Issac on a regular, we talked about the TT situation. They did that shit. They did that. They was on TT ass. That was Dexter and his guys. Some of the same niggas that did Tupac. They was on TT's ass, and they went up in TT house and jammed him up some type of way. The police ended up coming, and the police caught TT with an AK-47. Dexter told me that story in detail, and then I seen the story from the
Okay, got his heard, Gully, and what he's saying. He's saying during his time he spent, in the Dominican Republic, and some of the interviews that he did with certain individuals, including Dexter Issac himself. So something that he say is very, very key. And that is right now is what he say, those guys from the island, those guys like, from the Flatbush section of Brooklyn. So basically, you got the blacks, American that was born in the United States. Then you got the blacks that was born in, like the Jamaicans, the Haitian. Like, guess what? They was born in different countries. And guess what? They hate black African American. They hate us with a passion. So once again, even as you listen to Gully as he break it down, he say, as according to him being on the phone and listen to Hatchet basically confessed like they had just hit somebody that was close to Tut, and they was gonna do Tut the same way. And they was following him. And they was trying to, basically right now pinpoint him. And see, that's the key with these characters. If they couldn't get you one way, they couldn't kill him. So what was the next best way? Okay? They couldn't kill him and get him out of the picture. So they set him up. They set him up. So once again, they knew he had a reputation for robbery. So they threw his name up in the mix with that Tupac situation. Despite he never got convicted for that, his name was circulating daily. Now, with the other situation, that he went to trial and he got convicted, and a young man came that was the victim, stated that, yeah, it was him. Point the finger at him, saying it was him. And you know how crazy that is? When somebody blatantly lie on you. Blatantly lie on you. Get up on a stand and testify and say that you did something that you didn't do. But he was that much afraid of the actual people that was behind it, that were responsible for it. He was so afraid of those guys, those islanders, those foreigners, those guys from Flatbush. He was so afraid of them than he was a King Tut. That guess what he did? He lied. Hey, like I say, folks, listen, man. These messages these platforms should be used as cautionary tale to let folks know, guess what, man? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And just by that man having a bad reputation from robbery way back when, look what happened. He got wound up, set up for something that he didn't do, got 28 years, took it out of his life. And you know what? He was innocent, but it didn't matter. It's like that boy crying wolf. You can be, like I say, innocent, but once right now you got that bad reputation of doing a lot of foul stuff, people don't want to hear it. Hey, listen, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. I am the real brianglazegibbs. If I can change, anybody can change.